Woo! Yes, 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 yes. Yesterday was an adventure, but it was successful. Mission accomplished. I completed my cap and gown photo shoot. Shout out to my photographer, who I will be hiring again. I let him know, like, yo, you are the best, or at least one of the best, anyway. And so I was hanging out in Harlem after my photo shoot. That's where I got some dinner in Harlem. And I'm walking down 125th Street, and of course, people are telling me congratulations because I'm still wearing like my regalia, right? For my, photo shoot. No, I think I took off my cap, but I was like wearing, my stole and my gown. And I was just like feeling myself, right? Having a grand old time, just enjoying the nice, peaceful weather and just taking in the love of New York City. It's just, it's mesmerizing. It's addictive almost in a way. I'm just like, gosh. I mean, I was overwhelmed with the amount of support I received at Central Park. I'm just like, y'all are just showering me way too much, and I really appreciate it. But my gosh, y'all. So I'm walking down 125th, and then of course there's this guy who noticed me, and he tells me congratulations, and I'm like, thank you, as I was saying to everyone else who was saying congratulations. And then he actually like went a step further, as some people did when I was in the park, asking me, oh, what did you get your degree in, or where did you graduate from? And I told him, I got a PhD. He was like, oh, his eyes lightened up. And then I can tell he wanted to engage in conversation. And because I guess I was attracted to him, his physicality and, his energy, I stopped. I entertained a conversation. I'm just like, okay, this is interesting, because normally, I know me, and normally I just keep walking. I'm just like, it's just sometimes don't be entertaining guys like that. I just don't. It just depends. But, like a woman can recognize a man's energy and just like, all right, they full of shit. You just keep walking, right? But I stopped because he was tickling my fancy and engaging in an intellectual conversation. It's funny though how he did. I'm like, yo, he's smooth with it. He's smooth with it because he has shit to say. Because a lot of guys just don't be knowing what the fuck to say. It's just like, sometimes they just be so in awe of what they see in front of them. They just like speechless. And I like when guys know what to say and they don't waste my time. They utilize the time that they have, right? That is bestowed upon them, right? And so he took advantage of that, and we were talking about a range of different topics. I'm like, oh, this is what I love, y'all. I just felt like I was in ecstasy, like taken to a whole nother level, given I already was on cloud 9 from all the congratulations I was receiving left and right from strangers in Central Park throughout my photo shoot. And just to be in Harlem and get showered with more love and gratitude, appreciation, like, oh my gosh, it just took me to a whole nother level. And having that conversation with him, given he's a filmmaker who makes documentaries on things that are obviously important to the black community, raising consciousness. He's connected to many different sects within the realm of black consciousness. The Nation of Gods and Earths, and the Pan-African group. I think he identified himself as a Rasta. He did have locks. But I'm like, okay. And I just couldn't believe just how the conversation was flowing, to the point where I'm like, damn, we still talking? Because I started noticing, my body started to notice it, right? Because I had been on my feet all day. And granted, you guys, and you might be able to tell from some of my cap and gown pictures that I was a bit tired. Because the night prior to my photo shoot, I had energy. I had energy. So I fell asleep at 3-ish, right? And I woke up early as fuck as I normally do. So I got like, what, 4 hours of sleep. For maybe close to 5, but more like 4 hours of sleep. So, you know, your body feels it, right? And I knew I fucked up. I'm just like, oh shit, I fucked up. I only slept a few hours. And it matters, you know, it matters with your face, right? You can tell in a person's face if they are lacking sleep. And I woke up and I saw like my face. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go back to sleep. So I tried to go back to sleep, but you know, I think I got in an additional hour. It didn't make a difference though. I noticed like it cleared up. I was like, okay, all right. I might be good for my photo shoot, but I did good. I think I did good thanks to the natural sunlight. But I said that to say that as I was talking to this guy who was engaging me in a very interesting conversation, I was getting tired. I was already tired. I'm like, yo, I had a long day today. I'm tired, right? But the conversation is good. I'm just like, you know, we can go on and on. I had to like cut him off. Like, we can go on and on and on and on, but I'm feeling it, right? I'm like, we standing up. We've been standing up for like maybe the past 45 minutes. Maybe an hour just talking. People walking by. Congratulations, sister. You go, girl. Yeah, black power. Like, yes. I was feeling it, but at the same time, I was like responding to my feet. My feet were telling me like, Danielle, take a seat. So I let him know that, and he was just, I can tell he wanted to spend more time, and I was just like, all right. But that's the thing. It's just like for me, and I'm making this video to say, like, I'm wondering, like, should I start dating, right? Because I can tell, I can feel his energy, and I can tell he's interested in me, right? I don't like when I'm the one that has to lead a conversation or has to like make the proposition, right? So I can clearly feel when someone doesn't want to leave your presence, and I felt that with him, right? And so I'm the one who suggested. I was like, all right, you know, because he lives in Jersey, and I'm like, you know, you're about to head to the train. I was like, I'm about to head to the train. And I asked him which train he taking, and he told me. I was like, all right, well, we can start walking, you know, like we can start walking. He was like, all right. And then we passed by the Whole Foods, and I'm just like, I am thirsty. And so he offered to give me a drink, and I'm just like, okay. Now, little subtle things like that I notice, right? Because, of course, I can pay for my own everything, right? So we in Whole Foods, and I'm picking up on little shit, right? I'm just like, I grabbed water, and he was like, oh, I'll get it for you. And we walked to the register, and like he grabbed my water out of my hand. I'm just like, okay. Okay, nice gesture. Okay. I like his assertiveness, right? I like his initiative and wanting to take control and be responsible as a man, right? I'm just like, okay. So he didn't ask, he just took the water out of my hand and proceeded to go and pay for it with his water. I'm just like, okay. And so then after that, he asked me, you know, was I hungry? And I'm just like, actually, before I had met him, like moments before, I had just left a restaurant, right? I had just eaten. But I told him, I was like, we can go. I mean, of course, I'm always down. I'm always down for whatever. Not whatever, but, you know, I'm always down for some good food, right? And so yeah, we ended up going to a restaurant, and I wasn't that hungry, so I just ordered like something. Like, I ordered some oysters, by the way, right? And I don't know if he's watching this. Like, he kept asking me what my last name was because he was putting my number in his phone, and I just gave him like my last initial, right, of my last name. And he's like, can you spell it out? I'm just like, I'm not giving you my last name. I don't do that with guys. Like, that's just generally me. I just don't give out my I just feel like it's personal. And granted, I'm a vlogger, so much of my life, a good portion of my life, I want to say most of my life, because I mean, I lived a lot. I've done a lot in life, but a good portion of my life is on social media. And if I give him my last name, it's just like, I know he gonna be all up in it. Because it happens. It happens when guys stumble across my social media. They just be all up in it trying to do research. And I get it, right? But you don't know me until you know me. You'll never know me. Or you may, but only if you're privy, right? And so he's asking, he's trying to get my last name. I didn't give it to him, right? So he saved my name as Danielle L in his phone. And we are chilling at the restaurant. Why do I feel like I have deja vu? Oh, shit. What is this about? But I find it just interesting because I just had a conversation with my photographer, how he was making a joke about a client that he did a photo shoot for who was a PhD student, had graduated from Columbia University a year prior, last year basically. And then this year, 1 year after, right, her graduation, she got married and he did that photo shoot for her wedding. And so he's just like trying to juxtapose that experience with her, you know, with me, right? Trying to suggest like, oh, I can call him back if I want to book him for my wedding. I'm just like, I've been asking myself that question because I just feel like the universe is trying to bring the forces together to align it so that I may be meeting my life partner, crossing paths. And it's just funny how, I don't know, I just had that conversation with my photographer, and then I meet this guy who I felt connected to in the conversation that we had, right? I'm just like, Somebody else commented before and I made a video related to this topic. He was like, oh, you feel like that for every guy. Not true, okay? I think sometimes people misconstrue, they misinterpret, like, my signals sometimes, right? So I can get on here and I can be talking all giddy, happy about a guy, but that shit can change very quickly, right? So let me tell you. So we eating and stuff like that, and he taking his precious time. Like, damn, I thought I eat slow, yo. This motherfucker eat slow as shit. Slow as shit, yo. But we were like, we finished and we got up from there, and he just, you know, we were just enjoying each other's company, right? Of course, he reached out to me today, this first thing in the morning. You know, I'm just like, okay. And then, like, I took a walk, right? I took a walk today. And then, like, we were talking on my walk. I was, like, walking along the East River because I live in Upper East Side. And so, I felt like, okay, so I like to eat junk food sometimes, right? I feel like I'm health conscious. I've always been that way. People who really know me know. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm a foodie, right? I like the taste of food. And sometimes, you know, some foods, like let's say if it's fast food, sometimes it's not like regularly, right? Not on a regular, meaning like every day or even weekly. It's more like once every 4-6 months, maybe once a year, that I may get some White Castle or something like that, right? Which I did today, right? I didn't tell him where I was at, but I'm ordering my food, and this is what prompted this video, because I'm ordering my food, and he just jumps to conclusion. Like, I ordered like the little cheeseburgers combo, the French fries, and he just jumps to conclusion, and he mentions bacon, and he mentions freaking soda, assuming that's what I'm ordering. I'm just like, I don't fucking eat bacon like that. And I definitely don't even drink soda. I don't even drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? So I got offended, y'all. I'm just like, wait, what did you say? And he was joking, talking about bacon and this. So I said, did you hear me say that in my order? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? And this is what I'm thinking, like, yo, I'm not ready to fucking date. I'm not. Because I get annoyed sometimes by the smallest things. And this is just really only in relationships, yo. With guys. I just get annoyed. I'm not like this, like, of course I'm not like this in my professional work, right? Because I'm wearing a coat. But, you know, and my clients, I just love my clients. I just have a different relationship with my clients. But, like, with dating, I'm like, hold up. Are you trying to tell me what to eat? So that's just the thing. Like, I have an issue with that because number one, I mean, everybody know I'm independent, completely independent. I've been living by myself for a while, a long time. I pay for my own, right? Now, unless you paying for my food for me, what the fuck I eat is none of your business. But then I thought about it, right? Because it got to the point where, okay, we were going back and forth, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm just saying in general, it's not healthy for you. He tried to like lecture me. Yo, Zoo is lecturing me and shit. And I'm listening to him, right? But I don't like when people try to compare me to other people, right? Because I said that, okay, I get that. But people be so over-consumed about what they eat. Oh, eating healthy, right? That they neglect other aspects of their health, right? I.e., mental, emotional health, right? They just forget about that part. And I just feel like sometimes they do themselves a disservice by overemphasizing their physical health. Like, oh, I eat healthy. Okay, so what about other aspects? You can die from other shit too, right? And so his counter argument was like, oh yeah, a lot of people say that they go to that. They come to their defense by saying that, oh, you're gonna die anyway, or you can die from other things. And I'm just like, don't be comparing me to other people. Number one, you're missing my point. Hear me out and hear me clear. That is not my point in saying that. My point in saying that there are other things that people die from, and that I believe in the whole person, right? We want to talk about wellness. It's not just about one aspect of a person's health. And then another part of me is just like, who the fuck are you? Why are you worried about what the fuck I eat? It got to me, right? Because I actually sat down and ate in the restaurant. And it got to me to the point where I was just like, listen, this is what we can do. We can either change the subject, or I'll talk to you later. Because what happens is that you're not going to, I don't know why my fucking Facebook be showing my videos. But I'm just like, what's not about to happen is that you're not going to interrupt my meal. I'm going to enjoy my meal, okay? That's for sure. I'm going to enjoy my meal. He was like, all right, I guess we can talk later. Yeah, I slowed his ass down. Like, you're not about to do that here. Don't put me in the other category. Don't think that I'm like, I don't like when guys say that. Like, oh, you like, even if he was just talking about people in general, or people, black people, right? He's talking about, oh yeah, I know 5 people who died, and they didn't die from like getting shot or stabbed or anything. They died, from their own eating choice. Bitch, that's them. Don't act like you know me like that. I'm in control of myself, right? I'm good. I'm good. And then beyond that, if a person chooses to eat what the fuck they want to eat and they die from it, then that's their choice. So fucking what? Like, you want to go out and be Captain Save a Hoe and save the fucking world? Like, I have an issue when people are trying to offer suggestions. I don't care if it's good. Nobody asks for it, right? That's my thing. If I didn't ask for your feedback, your advice, please don't offer it unsolicited. Because I don't really care to hear it. Like, you're trying to change me, and I don't even know you do. We just met yesterday. But I just feel, I don't know. I think he's like, part of me felt like, okay, he could be alpha, but then part of me felt like he's beta too. Like, don't be so consumed about what the fuck I'm doing with my life. Focus on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on your shit. And then, like, okay, so I kind of felt bad, right? After I did that shit, right? I was like, I'm going to enjoy my fucking cheeseburgers. And so, I ended the call. But then when I finished, I called them back. I kind of felt bad. I called them back and I was like, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up? I was like, shit, what's up? So we talking and shit like that. He telling me that he probably going to be back in Harlem, right? Because he has a shoot that he's going to do. A film shoot, right? I'm just like, all right. But he's asking me what I'm doing. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, nigga. I'm chilling. My life is good. I'm chilling. Easy breezy, you know what I'm saying? And I can hear him, because I read between them, I can hear that he's trying to, lead towards asking me, us spending time together. But instead of him coming out and saying that, that's the shit that turned me off, y'all. There's my freaking video chopping up. All right, anyway. So I can hear that he's leading towards that, right? But instead of him just coming out saying it, yo, what the fuck? Dudes be so afraid of rejection. He's just so afraid. Even last night, he was like, oh, I'm surprised that you even stopped to talk to me. Yo, get some fucking confidence. He's like, oh, because most girls don't talk. Fuck them. That's them. Why take it personal? I don't understand why guys take things personal when a woman is not interested. You know, it can be a number of reasons why. I think I said this before, right? And I know I said this to a guy directly before, right? To put him in the mind of a woman, because they just be so egotistical that they can't think outside of themselves. So they're like, oh, she didn't stop to talk to me, so, oh, she must not like me. Listen, she could have a whole man at home, right? She can be on her fucking period. She can be irritable. She can just be hormonal. She can be just depressed. She can fucking have had just heard some bad news. Like, a number of things could be happening. Why does it always have to come back to you, her not liking you? That's so beta male-ish. Like, yo, get out of your motherfucking head and gain some balls and gain some confidence in yourself, right? So he's just like all head over heels because, oh, I stopped to talk to him. Just like, what does that say about his esteem? Like, I pick up on certain things, right? And I'm noticing, like, his esteem, self-esteem might not be where it needs to be, right? And so, yeah, instead of him just coming out today, just like, all right, well, I would like to spend time with you, you know, once I'm done with my film shoot. It's just like beating around the fucking bush. I'm just like, that shit annoying me. I'm just like, why? I had to ask him. I had to come out and say, okay, why? You know, why? I asked him several, why? And then I was like, okay, want to hang out? Like, why do I have to say, do you want to hang out? Motherfucker, you want to hang out. You should say that. Just say it. It's just annoying. So I know he's going to call me probably in any time now. Or maybe in the next hour. I don't even feel like hanging out. I told him, like, yeah. But he was like, oh, maybe I can come up that way. You ain't coming to my shit. I don't invite people to my house. I just don't. I'm very particular about that. I just feel like people don't deserve to come inside my place. You just don't. Just, you know, I honestly, since I've been in my place, I moved here October 1st last year in 2020. Only two people have stepped foot in my place. One was a really good friend, my African friend from Gambia. Only because, like, he's like a brother. And he was cool. I always been cool with him. He gave me like his keys to his place, right? When I was living in LA and I would come visit New York, he would offer me to stay at his place, sleep in his bed while he sleeps on the couch. Very respectful African Muslim guy, right? So he's one of the two that I have invited in my place. And then another guy was a guy I was dating. I dated that shit because I'm just like, pfft. He was beta male too, and then he was just corny, like taking pictures of my shit without me being aware. Don't be taking pictures of don't fucking pull your camera out, yo. And dude did that shit last night. So we getting ready to get on the train, right? Because we were headed in the same direction. And before, you know, we go through the turnstile, like he pulls out his phone. It's like, what are you about to do? It's like, oh, I want to get a picture of us. For what? Motherfucker, I'm tired. Why you want to take it? I'm like, yo, you chose this place out of all the places you could have chosen. You could have, like, we could have took a picture. It was better lighting at the restaurant, right? Everybody know the fucking lighting in a goddamn train station in New York is crappy as shit, right? He chose to want to take a picture in the freaking subway train station, right? And I'm just like, yo, we could have just took it at the restaurant. But anyway, I'm like, okay, big deal. Like, it's just a picture. I was like, okay, let's just do a selfie. And how about I take it, right? So I took his phone, and I was just like, I'll take the picture of us because I know angles. Guys don't even know how to hold the phone right? He got the phone, like, holding the phone all wrong. It's so much fucking dead space on top of us. I'm like, we don't need all that space. Like, that's not how you center that shit right? You gotta center it right. So it's like, all right. But anyway, we took a selfie, and I'm just like, all right, cool. But, I mean, I honestly, I like him. I like him. You know what turns me on? Because I'm a sapiosexual. I love guys who just are smart. He's a professor. He teaches at a university. That shit's sexy. He's a historian, you know, specialized in African American history. Like, that shit is sexy. Don't get me wrong, right? And I go through this. I have my periods, and y'all see sometimes I come on here. I usually, like, don't come on here often, you know, talking about this, but I have my moments. Of course, I'm human. This is just the human side of Danielle, okay? I'm human. I have my moments where, yeah, I be feeling like, damn, be nice to date. Be nice to have a partner, you know. But then I also be thinking, like, listen, I ain't got time to waste my time with these motherfucking niggas, yo. Like, I'm so focused and accomplished, and I have so much more to do that I feel like I'm worried about a relationship becoming a distraction. It wouldn't be a distraction, right? If I was a stay-at-home mother or stay-at-home wife, you know, then I would have less to worry about. He's beta man. I don't know what his views are in relation to that, right? In terms of, you know, financial contribution to the household, shall we were to move in together, right? But guys don't get it. It just goes over guys' head. I just be turning the fuck off. Because I like when it does kind of, that topic does kind of surface in conversations with guys. It's just, they have become so modernized, and men wanna like attack women, right, for promoting feminism. It's like, yeah, I want equal rights, and you gotta pay 50-50. That's part of women's rights. You hurting yourself. You think that's hurt? You think that's helping you? You think it's really helping you for a woman to contribute 50% towards the bills, right, in the house? It's not. Maybe in your mind you might think it's helping you, but it does not help the relationship. It does not help the dynamic of the relationship. In fact, she's not gonna respect you. Like, a woman does not need a man. This is just facts, okay? Men misconstrue what I mean by that, right? They take it personal, as a personal attack. Like, oh, she said she don't need me. Listen, you know a woman don't need your motherfucking ass. Back in the day, women needed men for survival, right? Their life depended on this shit. A woman don't need a man. A woman can take care of herself. What does she need you for? She's paying everything. She's working. She's taking care of herself. Okay, why does she need you? Yes, to procreate, to make a baby, but people fucking and making babies without relationship, without having a significant, intimate, you know, like, attachment to a person. Like, you don't even need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just trying to figure out, with this beta male mentality of 50-50 towards the bills, like, you know, just be a man, yo. That's when I know that I'll be ready for a relationship. When I come across a guy who is just a man. But it's hard because I'm continuing to rise, and especially in terms of dating within my race. It becomes a challenge because my income is increasing, and, you know, not to say there ain't no, you know, well endowed financially black men, right? But I can tell when I make more than a man, yo. Like, even when he went to go pay for the meal, just like, even when he went to go pay for the water, he pulling out cash. I'm like, you paying with cash? But whatever, y'all, whatever. Yeah, like singles or whatever. I'm just like, let me stop. But no, he paid for the meal, like, with his card. I'm just like, I got the sense I make more money than him. But anyway, yeah, that doesn't impact the dynamic of a relationship. It's just like, you can't tell me shit, motherfucker. And see, real scholars, and he calls himself a scholar, which I have much respect for. Like I said, we was talking for like, I hadn't been out there on my feet for an hour just talking and building with him, right? So I respect that. I respect his mind, his intellect. I love that, right? But it's more factors that go into a relationship than just the intellect. You know what I'm saying? And like they say, right? Research says that a woman knows within the first very quick, maybe like 2 minutes of an encounter with a man, and she gonna fuck his ass, right? Now, I wouldn't say it was the first 2 minutes, but given it's been 24 hours, like, nah, bro, because that whole conversation about him assuming that I was getting bacon and ordering a soda, that shit left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm just like, nope, I'm turned off. Like, you lost a whole bunch of cool points, because it's bigger than just bacon. It's deeper than him thinking I was ordering bacon. It's deeper than that. It's about control. And then I feel like sometimes when guys come off you too soon, bro, too soon, and the approach is way off, right? Now, I've come across a guy. I actually had a mentor, my very first Dom, who's a master in BDSM. He actually controlled to a certain extent what I ate, but I was still a brat, so I sometimes would break the rules on purpose, right? Because I like the discipline. I just like discipline, right? I like BDSM spankings, but I did that on purpose, but I listened to him. I was like respectful. At least I tried. I was, trying to like follow the rules and shit like that. And I actually had respect, like, in my mind, I had respect, right, for the rules. Like, I wasn't opposed to it. But I wasn't necessarily opposed to the idea of having rules around me. He wanted me to check in at certain times of the day. He, of course, wanted to dictate what I ate. I wasn't opposed to that. So it's not about me not being willing to submit to a man who sets forth guidelines for my own safety and well-being. I can do that, but it's how you do it. You have to come in. I like a gentle dom. I like a gentle alpha male. You got to know how to lead and rule, right? As an alpha. But don't do it in a demeaning way, like trying to make me feel inferior, or you trying to put yourself above me, because we're going to have problems, yo. And I don't see shit funny because I don't know you like that. So what the fuck is you laughing for? What the fuck is you making a joke and being sarcastic for, talking about bacon? And they're going to say, oh, he's going to call me Dr. L Bacon Bits. Bitch, I don't see shit funny. In fact, this might be our last time talking. Yeah. Because I don't know you like that. I don't like guys to think that they know me like that too much. Like, it's too soon. I just met you. Cut it with the jokes, especially if you're trying to make jokes against me. Like, you're not, those jokes are not landing properly, right? But yeah, I mean, I guess he feel like he can do that because he feel like he a major player and people know him and he got a little bit of status. All right. I don't give a fuck about your status, though. I care. But just because you got status don't mean, like, all right, I'm going to submit to you from day one. No, we got to get to know each other first. You got to earn this submission and earn the right to tell me what the fuck to do, for me to listen to what you got to say. Otherwise, like I'm a grown-ass woman. I've been taking care of myself. I make my own decisions. You can't tell me what the fuck to eat. I'm like, let me enjoy my fucking food. And hell no, your ass is not coming over here. Anybody coming over this shit? Come on, meet up. You gotta have a plan. See, guys, beta male's gonna be having a plan, right? So in his mind, he want to see me today, right? When he get done with his film shoot. All right. I like doing adventurous, spontaneous shit, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't live in New York City. I would live in Oklahoma or somewhere, right? Like, I like fun. But have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, well, what you doing? And, I was thinking about coming to see you. Where you live? No, bitch. Don't be on that creepy shit. Like, you too old. This dude is too old. I respect his age. I like the age difference, honestly, because it's like the same amount of years between my mom and my dad. So I kind of like I like older guys, right? I like that. But please be wise. You know what I'm saying? Guys, It should be common sense. A woman should have to tell you it's inappropriate for you to ask her where the fuck she live. Like, that happened to me when I was in LA. I met this person, right? This guy. I was at the bus stop. I was thugging it, you know what I'm saying? LA, yo, for real. Of course, I didn't have a car. I like taking public transportation, you know, coming from New York, living in LA. I was just used to, you know, taking public transportation. So, like, I felt like I didn't need a car in LA, right? So, you know, I'm waiting on the bus, you know, which wasn't really that far. I could have took a lift, but sometimes I just like taking a bus. I did it the other day. I could have took a lift, but I just like taking the bus sometimes, you know. I just like centering myself around down-to-earth people, which just so happens to be people who make less money, or income people, whatever, right? So I was in LA waiting on the bus, and then, like, this guy pulls up. I usually don't do this, but I felt, okay, kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? He rolled down his window. It's like, oh, can I give you a ride? I didn't take the ride. Like, hell no, you can't give me a ride. I mean, you don't know where I live. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I'm not about to get in your car, right? But I did give him my phone number. I was like, all right, I don't feel comfortable getting in your car, but, you know, I know you want to be nice. Give me a ride, whatever, get to know me. Just take my number, and then we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, he looked kind of cute. All right, let's see what's going on, right? I made a video about this, I think I titled it, He Canceled Our First Date. And I was just like, seriously? Because his whole thing was he wanted to pick me up, right? Like, I guess traditionally, you know, the guy, you know, on the first date, pick the girl up from her place. You ain't coming to I don't invite people to my shit. I just don't. My address is not even on my driver's license. I told my freaking people at DMV, I am not putting my address on my driver's license. I'll PO box. I'll put my PO on my driver, on my address. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just particular about stuff like that. And he was like, all right, well, if I can't pick you up from your place, then all right, it was nice knowing you. And this was like the next day we were supposed to like meet and go on a date or whatever. I'm just like, all right, I'm not going to sweat it because you feel insecure. Had he stuck it out, he would have found out where I live. It ain't that big. It ain't that deep, bruh. Don't make it bigger than what it, dudes be like, blowing shit up. So in his mind, all kind of shit was going on. But that's his own insecurity, right? Because in his mind, he thinking like, oh, she don't want to let me know where she stays. She probably do. That's what he was thinking. Oh, she don't want to let me know where she stays. She probably live with a dude. That's what he was thinking. What? I'm single than a motherfucker in LA. Bitch, I'm single than a motherfucker now. He don't even know, right? But I get it. It's just like, you know, he don't want to take that chance. So guess what? He let you know I stay taking that motherfucking chance. I'm glad I did not, yo. I'm just like, all right, fine. And he was a police officer. Interesting. Like, after we talked like all that night. We was building bonding. You know what I'm saying? Dude worked for LAPD. I'm like, cool. I keep coming across fucking police officers. Whatever. But I dead in that, you know. So, just an example. Bro, you ain't coming over this shit. And then my thing is, my prerequisite, I gotta know you. I gotta feel comfortable around you. I gotta know where you live. And it can't be just like, oh, we've been talking for a week or 2 weeks or even a month. No, we gotta be like in it. I gotta know this shit gonna be long term, in it for the long run. Like, we vibing, like, yeah, I'm the center of your universe kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Then, all right, then I might let you come over. And even the other guy that I was dating that did come over, the guy number 2, because there's only 2 guys that have been to this shit. This motherfucker had a nerve to want to spend the night. Nah, he ain't spending the night. He ain't spending the night. Motherfuckers be trying to ease their way on between the motherfucking legs, trying to get some piss. You ain't spending the night over this motherfucker. Nah, bruh. See, they don't want to build, they don't want to work for it. They feel like, oh, they just should be entitled to intimacy. No, intimacy starts here. You can't pass this test, bitch. You damn sure ain't getting down there. That's just me. So the question as to whether or not I'm about to date or am I dating? It's like, I feel like I go through waves. There are times where I'm just like, all right, nah, bro, I ain't dating. I'm focused. Focus only on my career. That's it. That's it. Focus only on me. And I be feeling so good when I do that, right? But then I come out of that, right? There are waves. And I come out of it. I just be like, it'd be cool to get to know. Step outside my little shell. Get to explore. See what's out there. Have a little bit of fun. Biologically, you know what I'm saying? Speaking, nature be calling, right? And then I do that, and I'm just like, here we go again. Here we go. I just be like, this is the face. Yo, my face says everything. This is my face. I be like, I shouldn't be making that face. I feel like there should be a honeymoon phase. Where the fuck is a honeymoon phase? Where is a honeymoon phase, yo? I should be all smiles, like, at least for the first 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Woo, a sister. They don't know how to do that, You gotta be real smooth. That just lets you know you gotta be suave. It's only a few. And honestly, y'all know who I got a crush on. Like, it has not changed. And people want me to make videos about Umar, and I can say his name because his name is not in the title of this video. But if you see, you see. You know, right? But I choose not to make videos like with his name in the title, like solely about him, just out of respect, I guess, for him and his mission. But I've been like getting requests from people wanting me to like, oh, do a video update about Dr. Umar because they saw where I was supporting him publicly and openly displaying my interest in him, my personal interest in him, right? Aside from obviously my interest in the mission and what he set forth to do. But I could just, I just feel like, nah, I don't want to be a distraction to what he's doing, right? So I chilled on that shit. And they'd be like commenting on my videos, like, recently, oh, can you do a Dr. Umar update? Let us know where you at. Motherfucker, that shit ain't changed. If I like you, I like you. That's not like, I'm a very consistent person, yo. Can y'all see that shit? I'm very consistent. People say, oh, you changed. How? No, you just ain't know me. You think you know me. Motherfucker, you don't know me. But I'm consistent. I have not changed. Like, I like his ass, yo. I do. I like his personality. You know what I'm saying? I like his alpha maleness. I like his dominance, his confidence. I like the way he speaks. I like everything. I like the way he look. That's obvious. But beyond looks, I like just the energy that I feel. I never met him face to face, but just the energy I feel when I watch his videos. And granted, I don't watch all of his videos because I got my own life. Your girl be busy, believe it or not. I got my own shit. It should be clear, right? Your girl working over here. But when I do get a chance and he goes live, like I catch some of his videos. And I'm just like, that shit sexy as fuck. I like that the interview he did with, what's his name? Kaylon Walker, the guy who was accused of sexual assault. Then he got like 9 counts and he's like facing life or something like that in prison. He did an interview with him and he was just really just surgically going deep in his subconscious mind and uncovering some things that I don't think Kaylon himself was aware of. And that shit was sexy, y'all. I'm just like, oh my gosh, that shit is sexy as fuck, yo, to see a man just in his element and, just doing him and his mission. That's sexy, y'all. I'm attracted to successful men who are about they shit, who focus. Because any smart man know, as a man, all you gotta do is just focus on your mission. The women gonna come, right? Women always gonna be there. But also, I think that it's a balancing act. So not to be so fucking focused on your mission that, like you say your goal is to have wives, right? To nurture a relationship with a woman. But you so focused on your mission 100% that you neglect that aspect of your life. Eventually, if a person feels neglected or ignored or unappreciated, like, what are you going to do? You think they're supposed to just stay? All right, I'm just going to stay and support. Like, no, it dwindles away, right? So, I don't know if he's ready for that. And given he has, he been through some shit in his previous, early on in his profession, right? In his journey, with the whole stripper allegations and all of that. So it makes sense why he's guarded when it comes to women. He just don't know who to trust. And I relate to him. I relate to Dr. Umar Johnson in so many ways, yo. I mean, we have kind of like a lot in common, right? Especially studying clinical psychology. But apart from that, like, I just think I get him. Right? And the whole thing about being guarded. Can't afford, like, you know how discouraging it is to, like, that you work hard, right? Sometimes people don't get it. Like, the outside people don't get it, but you get it, right? And other people who walk in your shoes understand, like, the amount of hard work. First of all, that goes into getting a fucking PhD, yo. It's not like a fucking bachelor's. It's much more work, commitment, sacrifice. It's a lot. And he's beyond that, you know what I'm saying, with his mission to build a whole institution. Building a school is major, yo. You don't want to deal with some dusty motherfucker that come in, you give your time and attention to, even if it's only one day you give your attention to that person, and they come in and sabotage that. You don't want that shit. You know how, like, you're going to probably be mad at that person, but you're going to be mad at yourself. You're like, why? You kind of went against your own standards, your own guidelines for how you deal with people and interact. You don't want that. That would be regret. So people just stay in their comfort zones, right? And they do what's safe and what's feel comfortable for them, which is just saying, I'm just going to focus on a mission. Because I'll be damn, yo. And people, especially with social media, everybody trying to come up. Everybody got their fucking iPhones and want to record shit. And the last thing you need is somebody some snake, some evil motherfucker that know in their mind they had evil intentions to come in and try to, you know what I'm saying? Things don't go their way, so they want to, like, all right, I got her, all right, okay, I got him. And they take to a fucking, like, that's like the utmost disrespect. Because you built people don't understand, like, what went into when you building what you have, and for somebody to come in. So we gotta see eye to eye. I get that shit. We gotta see eye to eye. Like, anybody I invest my time and attention to, we gotta see eye to eye. Not only you have to respect, like, my mission and what I'm building, like, yo, you gotta respect me, my nigga. And that includes respecting my freaking food choices and my diet. If I want to freaking eat a steak, I eat a steak. Yo, my auntie got on my post one day talking about, I don't forget what she said. Something about, steak, everything is good except for the steak. Or something like that she said. Bitch. And this is my auntie, yo. My mom's sister. I don't give a fuck. Don't come on my shit telling me what. I've always been this way. You don't run shit over here. Listen. I make my own. You can't run shit over here. I always been this way. Even when I was a teenager, bitch, I've been this way. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. I didn't ask for your opinion. That's the problem, like I said earlier. That is the problem. Don't jump on this shit. Tell me, I eat steak. You don't eat red meat. That's you. That shit came up today. We were talking about, he said that yesterday. I don't eat red meat. Okay, you want a fucking cookie? You don't eat red meat? That's you. I eat red meat. I eat beef. I eat all that shit. And so I eat pork sometimes. It ain't like I'm a big connoisseur of pork, but shit, I get fucking pepperonis on my pizza. So what? But if I'm gonna eat it, bitch, I'm gonna eat the finest shit. I'm gonna eat the finest steak. You know what I'm saying? I pay good money for my steak. I go all the way to the Bronx and get me some steak, baby. And that ticket be like $80 just for some steak. But that shit be juicy and that shit be cooked well done. I like my shit. I eat my shit how I want to eat it. That's me. That don't what I gotta do with you. Now, if as a man, I get it. If you feel like, okay, if you really seriously interested in building something with a woman, right? But okay, she has these little things that you feel, uncomfortable about. That's something that can be brought up in discussion, but it's too soon, bitch. We just met. Don't be trying to come over here and change nothing over here. Get to know me and adore and respect the person you see in front of you. Because there are some things about your motherfucking little raggedy ass I can bring up too. Did I do that? Did I go and be like, oh, I ain't even about to go there? I can go, I read a motherfucker up and down. Make a motherfucker regret life altogether. Like, don't do that shit. I do that shit for a living. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just stay on good terms. But what y'all think? Like, what y'all? I've been chilling. Like, what y'all think? Sometimes, like, some part of me be like, dang, yeah, just chill out a little bit. Give a motherfucker a chance. I ain't giving nigga shit. You gotta earn that shit. No handouts over here. Give you a chance. No, I stopped because he said, I'm surprised you stopped. No, I stopped because I was drawn to stop. That was destined to happen anyway. To talk to his ass, And he don't look his age at all, okay? I'm just like, damn, motherfucker, you look younger than that. You look way younger than that shit. So obviously he could eat good. He take care of himself, okay? Good for you. But I feel like I do the same too. Do you see this? Okay then. If I want to make changes to my diet, I will. It probably ain't gonna happen though. Because I just think differently. Like all this whole thing about, oh, don't eat red meat or vegan. Like, I live in LA, motherfucker. LA is the most vegan fucking city in the world, motherfucker, okay? I've been surrounded by that shit. Black and white people, okay? Like, yo, the restaurants are designed for vegans in LA. I'm over that shit. Just because everybody else doing something, I ain't gotta do that shit. I eat what the fuck I want to eat. And I'm active too. I don't just sit on my ass and shit like that. I walk a lot. I'm out there walking. I used to love to go hiking. I used to go to Runyon Canyon. I lived in Hollywood, California. Runyon Canyon was literally like a mile, probably a mile, 1.5 miles from my doorstep, yo. I would walk there and then walk up, you know what I'm saying, and walk that whole canyon, yo. I'm very active. I ain't gotta prove shit to nobody. Mind your business and do you. Because I will start going up under and calling out your shit. You know what I'm saying? Beta male ass motherfucker. And then the conversation came up where I was talking about fake ass Pan-African dude. Right? Pan-African. What's the name? Black Panther. I was just like, yeah, I was telling him I dated this Black Panther motherfucker. And this was like around January and shit. And I cut this motherfucker off. He was like, oh yeah, why you say he fake? Bitch, fake! Fake ass. Listen, how I see Black Panthers, right? Like, yo, you fierce. You're a Black Panther. You stand up against a fucking very powerful system. The motherfuckers used to tote guns. They ready. On the front line, ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? You hard, right? You tough. You a soldier, right? Bitch, you ain't that. You ain't that. This motherfucker say he from motherfucking New York or he tough, he hard and all that. Okay. But you afraid to go to certain neighborhoods? So this motherfucker I met yesterday talking about, well, I wouldn't even go in certain neighborhoods. Why? You proclaim to be a leader, but you don't want to me, I take issue with that. Now, listen, if you're watching this, does it make sense? I'm talking to black people because I know white people be following me and they be wanting to add their 2 cents. And sometimes the message ain't for them. It's not for you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to black people. I don't see Dr. Umar afraid to go certain places. This nigga ain't scared of shit. That's what, I fuck with Dr. Umar. This nigga, hey, he's like the most hated motherfucker, right? This nigga, and I say nigga in terms of endearment, right? This brother, but yo, this motherfucking nigga be sitting at his school. You know he got death threats. People literally hating him. He go on live like, yeah, posted up, bitch ain't got no security, like run up, like, yo, this nigga ain't scared of shit. This nigga go around the country doing lectures in the hood. Oakland supposed to be gangster. This nigga ain't scared. What, scared of what? I feel like fear is just a thing that people tell themselves, right? Because you letting all these messages go into your subconscious mind to paint a picture of a certain group of people or a neighborhood, right? Because you hear maybe news stories and stories through the grapevine. Oh, so-and-so got shot and killed, and oh, they got their throat slit, their face slit in this neighborhood, and oh, you shouldn't go up in there, and they should get, you know, in their subconscious mind, and then they don't go. They just terrified of going. They do not want to go, but then that makes you afraid of your own people. You are a conscious leader. How can you be afraid to go around? I cannot have more guts than you, but you want me to respect you. That's what I'm talking about, the beta male shit, yo. I don't like that. Like this fucking fake ass Black Panther dude that I was dating back in January came up where he gonna say, oh, well, for example, if an altercation happened, let's say with a guy and you, I would just sit back and see how you handle the situation before I, nah, bruh. You a bitch ass nigga, just say you scared. Just say you scared, yo. This nigga, he short. I'm taller than him. He not no built nigga, yo. Dr. Umar is over 6 feet tall. And I don't think it's just, it's not always about, oh, the height, right, or size. Because I done been around motherfuckers that's short. Floyd Mayweather size, right? But they got them hands and they got confidence. And they just, it's all in your mind. They not afraid. Step your ass up. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to lose their life. And they'll split a motherfucker wig. Yo, motherfucker is not running up to that shit, yo. Because you gotta, like, it's the energy. People know who the fuck. You're not gonna run up to somebody who got that Ogun energy. You better be careful unless they out their motherfucking mind. But even crazy people ain't crazy, so to speak. They know. I worked in psych hospitals. The motherfuckers know. Sometimes they switch that shit on, they let that shit go, and they turn that shit out. And so this motherfucker yesterday talking about, oh, I wouldn't even go in those kind of neighborhood. Nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. I can't respect you. You may see this, but oh fucking well. You scary. You scary because you don't want to be around your own people. And you believe the hype. You so-called supposed to be a leader. You should walk in those neighborhoods. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they went in all of them. They run around all kind of people. You trying to say, oh, they only went around the elite black people? Oh, they ain't go in the hood where people was struggling and suffering from poverty and didn't know where the next meal was coming from. And backstabbing each other. Oh, they ain't going to those neighborhoods. They ain't going around and deliver speeches to those people. Bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. I'm about to end this video. I can't. I'm not turned on. My pussy ain't gonna get wet for you. It's just not. Because you're scary. And the test comes when we be walking, like when we're together and we go in a certain neighborhood, like the Dominican dude I went on a few dates with. And he cooked for me and shit like that. The food was good. It was cool, okay. But we went through Harlem and I can just, nigga, shivering. The fuck is you scared? If I'm not walking through Harlem scared and shivering. I'm not even from New York. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Why the fuck is you walking like that? Why? Like, no wonder people like that become targets, right? If a person was a bully, or a lion, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they know who to prey on. It's going to be your ass. Because they can smell the fear a mile away. I just can't, y'all. And I'm not saying, oh, you gotta walk around daughter. No, you ain't gotta be faking. Just be. I feel like if you live through life, what did you learn? Like, we're in our 30s, 40s. Like, come on. What? Shouldn't be like that, yo. Shouldn't be afraid. That's why I had to cut. Honestly, I cut my best friend off. I don't give a fuck. Cut my best friend off, y'all. Because, like, we was talking about going to Africa. And he mad because he saw my video where I outed that shit. I'm just like, yo, I'm going to Africa dolo solo. How you mad because I'm a vlogger? This is what I do. I vlog my experiences and my reaction to experiences, yo. I would never put somebody's name on here unless it's in due respect. Nobody don't know who the fuck you is. I didn't say your name. But I said, I can't do it. I cannot. I'm not, what the fuck? You don't even want to go. You talking about, oh, you go to Africa, you got to take a gun. Who does that? Who takes a gun to Africa? You a bitch ass motherfucker. You don't need no gun. I just can't respect the motherfucker. That's my, oh, well, you feel that way. You should have said to my face. The conversation started with your face. The conversation started with me and you. You already knew this shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being hard. It's just about, come on. You don't have to walk in fear, yo. It's not to say that you can't, like, get nervous. People get nervous. That's a natural reaction. So I'm not on here to say that. But it just gets me when people try to, like, I don't like, to me it just sounds like a contradiction. Guys be trying to act so hard, but then they pussy, yo. And it's like, I cannot be harder than you. If I don't, like, I feel like I want to date a guy where I can confide in him. And I think Kevin Hart made a joke about this, yo. This shit is the funniest shit. I like Kevin Hart. I met him in person. Motherfucker got some soft ass hands. But he made a joke. I remember he said this, like, in his stand-up comedy about, like, he made jokes on himself, right? Because he know he a small little man. And he was, like, you know, saying how, you know, something, like, he got into altercation with his girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's between him and that's between his girl and the assailant, right? Like, he ain't got shit to do with that, because if the assailant, motherfucker, the aggressor, is beating his girl ass, what the fuck is anything gonna happen to his ass? He gonna get his ass, like, this motherfucker funny as shit. But it's all for jokes, but it's just like, nah, motherfucker, nah. Like, some women, they cool with that shit. I'm not like, they got women like, oh, I'm gonna stand up and protect my man. Like, who protects a woman, though? Damn, I gotta always be the one to sit up here and defend and protect my man. I don't listen, that's natural anyway. I'm gonna protect motherfucker who protect me. That's male or female. It don't matter. Right? But damn, a woman always gotta be like protecting her man. Like, who protect me? How can I feel protected? How can I feel safe in a man's arms? You know what I'm saying? I gotta be the one. We stand in the bed at night and hear a knock on the door, hear an unusual noise. I'm the one jumping up, looking out the window. I'm the one, like, damn, this motherfucker laying in the bed. Not to say this happened, but I'm just playing out a scenario in my mind of how these beta males behave. I'm the one. Nah, like, then you see why I ask a question. The fuck I need a man for? The fuck? I need his sperm so I can have some goddamn babies. But what the fuck else when a man is showing up like this? These men in my inbox talking about, oh, I'm submissive, I'm a beta male. Like, that shit attractive. Can I submit to you? Y'all ain't get the picture. Do I need to make an explicit video to say I do not like beta males? Y'all think this shit is a joke? It should be very clear. I don't like that. I'm not attacking you guys. I'm just saying you're not my preference. You don't compliment me. That's not what I want. If anything, that shit annoys the shit out of me, yo. It annoys me. It's like, no. I like to put my head on my man's shoulder and his chest and feel safe and secure. Issues rarely rise. They don't happen. I dated a guy for 3 years. We lived together almost every day of those 3 years. And nothing happened. He didn't have to protect me per se. I mean, he went out his way to do extra shit just to establish his territory. But that was him. That's just his personality, right? And that's the reason why we click so well, because he's just alpha male. You know, that's just in his nature. But it wasn't necessary where, oh, he had to. He got to be my bodyguard. You know? Motherfuckers ain't fucking with me. Like that, you know? It's annoying. Stay away from me. Stay away from me, beta males. Just don't waste my time. There are women who love beta males. They love to dominate them. They love that shit. I am not her. They protect their man. They fight for him. They be like, oh, you better sit down. You ain't gonna talk to my man like that. And I think I do that sometimes too. Because listen, I got a lot of dominant energy in me. And I think that's why oftentimes beta males be attracted to my videos. And they think that that's what I prefer. Because, yeah, you around me in person, you'll see that. You'll feel my energy. And the spirit, you know, like, oh yeah, she fearless. When a motherfucker don't care, like, you don't fear death. Because I see death differently. It's just a different perspective on it. On that note, I'm in this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Feel free to share your thoughts on this subject. I can laugh to the bank. Because it's just my preference on not wanting to date a beta male. And yeah, it tickles me to see that they really think they got a chance. But I'll play. If I feel like playing, if I got time to play, I'll play with your little ass.